And then I'm gonna...
Sorry, I don't have a cute background.
It's okay. This is more just for practice me. And then I'm gonna do my fun little slate. And there we go. Okay.
All right.
So, first off, I do a spiel, very chill, very laid back, however anxious you are, I'm more anxious than you probably, more than likely. So, it's just very calm, laid back. I ask you questions, you can ask me questions. It'll all be good.
Yeah, okay.
So, I ask everybody to introduce themselves. You could do your name, birthday, social security number, last 4 digits on your credit card, whatever. The floor is yours.
Oh, right now?
Yeah, go ahead. We jump right into
it. Cool, awesome. Hi, everyone. My name is Darian. Last name Berdyz, middle name Alexis. I like to go by Darian Alexis. My birthday is in November. I'm working at a job that I'm not a huge fan of, and I've had a lot of interviews lately, so everyone help me manifest that. Yeah, I live with my parents, so that's pretty cool. I still share a room with my sister because pandemic, and I'm poor, as I would imagine maybe most of you viewers are as well. But that's about it. So not too exciting. I have a cute little blog where I like to talk about women empowerment, talk about fitness, really just talk about everything that I know that my normal followers wouldn't want to hear about. So that's about it.
So I ask everybody one simple icebreaker question, and it's very easy. It's, what is your favorite 90s bop?
My favorite 90s bop? One? I only get one?
Well, you can list as many as you want, but...
My favorite 90s bop? Okay, hold on. I have a favorite. I have a list. Let's see.
I also have a list. It's coming in 2 weeks to the Spotify playlist.
Ooh.
It's what do you mean the 90s were 20 years ago?
Oh, I know. It's crazy. I mean, in the 90s, I was I was born at the end of the 90s, but I was a big Christina Aguilera fan. Let's see. It's a well, growing up, I really did like Aqua. Are you familiar?
Yes.
They sing like Barbie Girl and stuff. I was a big You Can't Touch This person. Ooh, Waterfalls. I think I might go with Waterfalls.
Don't go chasing waterfalls.
Absolutely.
So, you and I, we have known each other a long, long time.
Forever.
Going on 18 years in October.
Yeah.
That is a very, very long time. How do you think we have progressed as friends for this long? What do you think? What do you think is the secret sauce to our relationship?
I think the secret sauce to our relationship is that, we're both going through our own things and we're both struggling. But at the end of the day, we both have each other's backs. It's like, oh, hi, Jen. I haven't talked to you in 3 months, but I'm having a mental breakdown and I need to talk to you. And you're just like, I got you. Or you'll be like, Darian, hey, long time no hear. What's up? I'll be like, the world is falling apart. You'll be like, yo, me too. And I think that us just being a hot mess in our own way, but coming together and being able to help each other pick up the pieces is our secret sauce.
Yeah, because normally when I do these, I try not to go into them with a lot of background information, but unfortunately, I can't do that in this case because I have too much background information.
Yeah,
so
absolutely.
I only wrote down a couple of questions, but I did want to talk to you about Dear Darian because did it start as a blog or an Instagram account first?
It started more as an Instagram account, I would say. And it kind of progressed from there.
So what made you decide to actually get a website instead of just linking to a Medium account?
Yeah, so I decided to get a website because one of my passions has always been just being creative, and I love writing and making videos and just, doing all these different things. And I started with the the Instagram. And I kind of wanted to span out and get a website because I wanted a place that could combine all my passions together in one place. And so on my website, I have my blog, my YouTube's also linked, my Instagram's linked. So just like everything can come together and just be displayed for anyone that needs a little positivity or anyone that needs a little bit of help. I definitely plan on writing a lot more. Now, it only has maybe about 6 or 7 posts on it, but just a place where someone can go to, see everything that I publish.
That's really cool because Berdyz also has a website now, and that took me for fucking ever to do because I'm one person with no knowledge. But when I was looking at your website, I was like, it all makes sense because like you have the Instagram plus the YouTube, and then they don't like they don't like intersect. But
yeah,
I'm gonna go back to your introduction. You said you got some job offers. What are you?
Well, I'm trying really hard. I've been applying for a lot of different positions. Right now, I'm in a technology-based position. And it was really exciting to get out of college. But I feel like I've really missed that creative piece. And that's why I created my website and why I created my blog. But I just am not feeling passionate in the work I'm currently doing. And because of that, I feel like every day I'm miserable. And because I'm miserable, I don't even want to focus on like my own website and my own blog. So I've applied to more like content creator, marketing assistant type roles that I'm really looking forward to. I should be hearing back this week, and I'm really, really praying. Like, I've been sitting here anxious all day waiting to hear back, so.
Yeah, I have also been doing the content creation grind. It's rough out there because almost everything's an unpaid internship. And
oh my gosh, tell me about it.
First off, those are criminal and should be illegal because they're asking you to do a full-time job for no money. No thanks. But second, like, they're always like, you need to be able to do 85 million things. And I was like, what one person is going to be able to do that? Because it's not me.
Yeah.
And especially because
no,
like,
I think
I don't have a degree. They're going to be like, it's a little bit harder, but I applied for like, I was up really late last night because I couldn't sleep because I was just anxious about applying for jobs. So I just applied for a bunch of jobs. And I was like, please, God, somebody hire me. Just somebody. I was like, I'm even willing to relocate, like, for one of them to Georgia.
Me too.
I was like, if I don't have to see snow again, I applied for 2 radio jobs through iHeartRadio, and one is in Chicago, and the other is in Hawaii. And I was like,
Jenn in Hawaii.
If I never have to see snow again, that's fine by me. I love over it.
Yeah, no, I think it's interesting you say the thing about needing to do 800 things, which, here's my water. I was like, I'm parched. Because
my
that's how I felt.
The tears of my enemies. So I'm drinking the tears of my enemies.
Oh my God. Mine's just water. It's not as cool, but I've never been as cool as you, Jen. Can you give me one moment? Yes. My mother's calling me. One of the joys from living at home is having to respond to my parents, even though I am an adult.
Yep. We're working on respecting the sanctity of the closed door, but my interviews go on the family calendar, and I said, nobody bother me. It is dry as hell up in here. Oh no, she froze. Okay.
I cannot hear you. Yeah, you completely broke up.
Yeah.
I can hear you now, though. I was like trying to like read your lips as you were moving in slow motion.
Like, that's how I move regularly. Everything else is just sped up.
Okay, true.
Yeah, basically we're working on the respecting the sanctity of the closed door, and I say everybody said shut up. I've got an interview. Leave me alone unless it's an emergency or George wants in. Because if George wants in, all bets are off. He's not currently on the premise right now, but he would be if he was. He'd literally be right there on my bed.
Yeah. That's one thing why I want to move out too. I really want a cat, and my family is refusing to let me have a cat. So I'm hoping that the job works out for me. I can move out and I can get a cat. Be
Yeah.
like boom, bam, boom.
It'll all fall into place. That's what I'm told. I have yet to see it. So I want to
I
know,
feel you.
besides like growing your blog, what are some goals you have for 2021?
Yeah, so I actually did make a list of goals I have for 2021. My first goal is to move out. I really want to move out of my parents' house. I mean, I've only been here a year since I graduated. I just feel like I've kind of outgrown the space. I'm ready to take on my own place. So that's one of my goals. Another goal is to quit my job, my current job. Whether I get a new job or not, I want to push myself to quit it because I'm still young and I should not be miserable where I'm working. It's very scary, like thinking about quitting without having another opportunity. But I know that I've really just been pushed to the edge where I'm currently at. So, I'm really looking for a new opportunity there. Another goal I have is that I really want to be able to squat 200 pounds. I don't know why. I don't know why that's a goal, but I'm trying to be a cutie with a booty.
It's a good
So
goal.
one of my goals, and the goals I kind of
Oh my gosh, you froze again.
thank you. I think you said it's a good goal. I'm
Yeah,
not sure
it's a
because
good goal,
you're
and
kind of
then
breaking up a little bit.
yeah, it was a good goal,
Unfortunately,
and then this is why I do these when no one's home, because
yeah.
then I don't have to fight with the internet.
Yeah, the internet is trash. That's also why I hate working from home because it goes in and out whenever it wants to, not like when I need it to. But my last goal I would say is just to focus on really hydrating more and really just taking care of myself and eating nourishing foods and eating enough of those foods as well.
Yeah,
Jen, do you have any goals?
well, I was gonna do 21 goals for 2021, but that seems kind of ambitious for me. In the
Very ambitious.
current state, but I've decided that it's a point system, so like certain goals will be a certain amount. So like I want to finish all of Criminal Minds in 2021, and that's like at least like 6 or 7 on the point scale, because that's like 17 seasons worth of
Yeah, I was just gonna
TV.
ask.
I'm on season 6. Sometimes I do have to like take a break and stop because I was like, I'm
Yeah,
not gonna watch anything else until I finish Criminal Minds, and then I'm like, so
depressing.
it's so I want to try to get into a position where I can move out, or at least like get mentally in that space, because I'm not quite there yet, even though I've been home for about a year. I want to get back into shape. I want to be swole instead of bony.
Whoa.
You know, I've become a hermit. I'm pale as, I mean, obviously you can tell I'm pale. I'm a vampire. I don't go outside anymore.
Understandably so. Also, vampires are cool. I love
That is
vampires.
true. They are kind of cool. But also, I just want to be.
Okay.
I want to be more like in the moment, I guess. And if concerts come back, I want to be a concert photographer, not pussy
Oh my
out this
God,
time.
yes.
Pandemic be damned.
Period. No, absolutely. But having to go back to the vampire point, I'm so sorry
No,
because I
this is
finished
it.
Vampire Diaries. Like I love talking about mythological creatures. Do you think that vampires are real? Because let me tell you, I think they could be. I believe in Bigfoot. I believe in aliens. I believe in everything. Well, I believe in the possibility of everything.
Yeah.
Closed-minded people, please exit.
I'm a firm believer in ghosts, so by that account, everything else must be on the table. Aliens being the most logistical of them all, but I firmly I see ghosts, and I was like, you know what, I don't fuck with it. I just we're there. But one of my other goals this year is I'm learning to practice divination, and with like tarot cards, and then
Oh, okay. I was like, what is that?
yeah, it's like, and then you can do it with like tea leaves and stuff, and just kind of I'm
Oh, yeah. That's
learning.
so cool.
I've got a huge stack of books over here about herbology and apothecary, So
Yeah.
who knows? Maybe that'll be what I'll end up doing in 2022. I'll just be an apothecary. But
That is literally so awesome.
I didn't watch The Vampire Diaries, but I do watch Legacies, which is, I think, comes right after the originals. I saw like the first like 3 seasons of The Vampire Diaries, and that was about it. And then I was like, I'm just gonna jump 3 shows ahead, and it's all good.
Do you like it?
I
Because I
like
haven't
it.
watched the Legacies yet.
I like it because it's, I think I've seen enough of The Vampire Diaries to understand the callbacks to like some of the characters, and then like I think I got up to like season 4, something like that. I don't know. I remember Klaus Michelson, and then
Wow.
so I know enough to be like, okay, I understand what they're referencing, but also it's like pretty intriguing, and their soundtrack slaps. So
Oh my God. When a TV show has a good soundtrack, it makes the show like 20 times better.
there is a website, and I'll put it in right on top of this. But there is a website that'll tell you what songs are in the episode that you watched of every TV show ever. I forget what it
Oh my
is,
God.
but I know I have it saved in my bookmark somewhere.
Okay, well, speaking about TV shows and soundtracks, do you have a TV show that has your favorite soundtrack? Or even a movie, I suppose you can say either or.
When I think of a show with a really good soundtrack, I think of One Tree Hill, because that whole show was music based. But 911, theirs is pretty good too. Movie,
I have never seen either of those.
One Tree Hill, it's like they should have ended it maybe a season or 2 before they did. It was one of those because it was a CW thing, but the 911 is really good. Both you can watch on Hulu on demand. Are really good. But 911, they follow a group of firefighters and just like first responders, and they have shenanigans, and it all comes together in the end. But I really like that. That's on tonight at 8, and it's a 2-hour block because there's 911, and then there's 911 Lone Star starring Rob Lowe, and that's the one everybody cares about.
Not an ad.
Even though the color grading is awful, it's the color grading every week. I'm like, this isn't what Texas looks like. I haven't been to Texas in so long, but it's not. Texas isn't blue.
I have never been to Texas, so I don't know what color it is.
So like color grading, when you watch movies and stuff, like it's very important to the if done correctly, it's very important to the story. So like Ryan likes to say the difference between all the boys I loved before the first one versus the second one. The first one had amazing color grading because like when they're going through their right at the beginning, it's very bright, it's very colorful, it's very warm, and then as Laura Jean and Peter start to fight, it becomes very cold, and then it comes back in the end. But the second one was just this muddled puddle of like blues and browns, and it was just cold all the way through, so it didn't really elevate.
Amazing. That makes sense. I feel like that's one of those things that definitely helps with like the emotion surrounding the movie that you may not even think of. Because I mean, now thinking about it, since you pointed it out, yeah, for sure. But like, if I was just sitting here like watching the movie, I don't think I'd be like, oh, the colors are happy, they're sad, I'm happy, I'm sad.
Yeah.
So that's really interesting you point that out. Have you ever wanted to, I know you've like dabbled in like creating film and stuff, but would you ever want to like create a movie?
Well, so my dad was like, let's make a documentary about one of the things he works on for his nonprofit. And I was like, sure, okay. And he goes, I just want to see a film by Jennifer Noga on the screen somewhere. And I was like, but I've already been on screen when I worked on that documentary while we were in high school. But I don't really foresee myself going back into like film. But yeah, because I really found my niche in concert stuff. But that ain't happening.
Yes, you have. So. Oh my God. See, you like find art in the concert, you know, you can like take all these beautiful pictures. And I take beautiful pictures of you taking the pictures. So I found my thing too.
They're always the best
I'm
because
just
it's always
kidding.
me just looking like slightly terrified. And I'm glad that like because in my brain I'm like try to look cool, but I always look so slightly terrified, even if it's like my 85th show or whatever. Because I'm
Like the deer in
working.
the headlights.
Yeah, I'm working. I was like, I'm about to be like this close from AJ, and I was like, brain imploding. That's a bi panic right there. Because I'm working
Well, no,
on.
you're really good at it. So,
Yeah, I'm
you
working
know.
on what I like to call the Bar Buddy's Big Book of Bullshit, which is just a full collection of my best work, but like in a fun little collage way. Because right now I have my adventure book, which is just a craft notebook I got with like all of my
I love it.
Polaroids. I've gotten really into scrapbooking since I've been unemployed, and I understand why stay-at-home moms likes to scrapbook. I get it.
Yeah,
I
it's fun.
I can't go to I mean, and you know this. I can't go to like any craft store and not spend at least $100.
At least like 200.
Yeah,
Let's be real. Just kidding.
I'm thinking about the bag of craft stuff that's definitely not on my floor. It's
Well, speaking of craft stuff, it looks like you got very crafty, like with your background. Like, I love it. Your room is so cute. It definitely is a lot more colorful and has a lot more stuff up than the last time I was there. So, what kind of inspired you?
well, part of it was all of the art that I had. Like, I believe that everything has energy, right? So I don't think I think with the exception of one to two pieces, everything else got put away in storage because I was like, nothing on this wall makes me happy anymore. So I ordered a bunch of new art, and I got art on this wall too, but it's not as much. And I was like, you know what? My room doesn't feel lived in. It just feels like a temporary stop. So I was like, I want it to feel lived in. I want to feel, safe and warm and happy in my room. Like, I want it to be my space. And when I had moved out of college, it was a really like traumatic experience of them being like, you literally have like 2 days to move all your shit out or it's like gone forever. I was like, ugh. And then I didn't start fully moving back in. I think I came home in March. I didn't start fully moving back in until like August because I was so worried that I would have to like move again that I just didn't want to put anything up because everything was so uncertain. But now I picked pieces that like they go with things that mean something to me, and then from there everything that I have I kind of make like a color gradient. So I'm like flipped. So on this side it's all the reds and then it goes into like purples, and then I have some black and whites over here, and then I've got some sunflowers and greens all the way into pinks, and then I just got some zodiac prints that I don't know where I'm gonna put yet because I'm actually running out of space on my wall because I got greenery just everywhere on my lamps, on the walls, on the door frame, literally above my bed. Not on the curtain though. I couldn't swing that. And the Wi-Fi dips again. Take a shot every time our Wi-Fi dips out during this interview. It'll be me, just overly hydrated. I heard her. She's frozen. I'd like to take this time to thank our sponsor of today's episode, the letter A.
A for ain't you glad that I'm back?
I said the letter A for alcohol poisoning because I said take a shot every time the internet cuts out.
I'm dead. But I did catch what you were saying.
Yeah.
I did catch most of what you were saying, luckily.
The last thing that I just made was I made this little moss guy.
How cute.
And he's just on top of my desk.
That's very cute.
So yeah, I'm just like kind of like living the cottagecore witch life right now without actually having to live on my own, which is super fun. So, and then
yeah, good for you.
Everything's thrown off by my squishmallows over here, but I'm an adult. It's fine. They're very comfortable.
It's fine.
Sponsor me,
So I've heard. I
Squishmallows.
mean,
Sponsor me, Squishmallows.
I have my stuffed animals too. I just took this one out. I haven't slept with a stuffed animal in a very long time. And the other day, I was like, you know what? My stuffed animals are all in my closet. I bet they're sad. I'm going to take one out. Don't care that I'm 22. Miss, you're almost 22.
I know. Is that from Build-A-Bear, by the way?
Yeah, it is. I built it at the Build-A-Bear workshop where there's a bear for everyone.
Okay, when I turned 21.
This is a bunny, though.
And I knew exactly what it was by the ears. Because Michael had one. But that's what I was supposed to do for 21 was I was going to go to Build-A-Bear and make a bear.
I love Build-A-Bear.
Hopefully for 22. But I have a bunch of otters. So this is Joanne, the Squishmallow. I love her.
Cute.
And then this is Peanut.
Oh, I like Peanut. Peanut's really cute. Are otters your favorite animal?
Yes, they are.
I don't think I knew that.
Between that or the red panda.
I thought it was a red panda.
Yeah,
I don't know why.
Well, red pandas are what fire ferrets are based off of in Legend of Korra. And we know that I am a simp for Bolin. So by all that logic, it makes sense.
Who is it? Seriously, what a good show.
I really want to do a deep dive on my blog about the villains and the types of like what's the word I'm thinking of? What they represent. Like it's an extremist, like because like in season 2 it's like theocracy to the extreme. Oh no, my camera turned off.
Oh. Well, I still see you somehow.
Yeah.
Can you hear me?
Yeah. Sometimes it just...
Okay, awesome.
Give it a minute. I'm confused if the battery died. Because I don't think it's been 45 minutes yet. I don't know. Maybe it just fell asleep.
I don't think it's not been 45 minutes. It's been maybe 20 or 30.
Yeah. I get about 45 minutes-ish each battery life. Because this camera is amazing, but the battery life sucks ass.
That's interesting.
Yeah, I don't know. I have to get a different cable to see if I can't plug it in to a charger. It's a whole thing.
Yeah, seems like a lot.
The setup here is I stole my dad's board. It's all official. I got a sweet podcasting mic down here. Not to like...
You're literally sitting on my iPad. And I have no setup. I'm sitting in my bed because I don't have a desk in my room because I share my room.
I got a floating desk, so this folds up into my wall.
Ooh.
And then
Oh, that is awesome.
And then I got a purple bar stool from Wayfair, and that's what I'm sitting on right now. But my dad, when we put the desk in, it wasn't on the studs. So my dad was like, "Okay, we'll get some wood to put into the studs, and then we'll mount the desk onto the wood." So you can only imagine how that went. It took a couple of trips to Home Depot. And there was a skill saw. There was a skill saw involved, and nobody was wearing protective eye glasses. It was what a fun way to spend the only free Saturday of the month,
Oh my gosh. I mean, hey, you got it done. It's getting the job done too. So, I mean, that's all you can really ask for, I feel like.
Yeah. It's just it's very practical. I really like it. I didn't think I was gonna like it as much as I do, but it's very nice. Because now I can either leave it down, and I can there's a little shelf in here, so I can put my computer in here too. If I jerry rig it right. But I don't think it will be falling off the wall, so that fear is quelled. Because Michael went...
That is good.
Michael did the fun thing, and he triggered a case of worst case scenario. And that is a fun little game where, he mentions one thing, and then my brain goes, how can I make this worse? And then on top of that, how can I make it, the worst thing possible? So he was like, I kind of saw your desk move from the wall. And I was like, oh my God.
Oh my God.
I was like, it's going to fall off the wall. And then I was like, then it's going to take the plaster off the wall. And I was like, then it's going to take the whole wall down, and the whole house is going to come down because this is a load-bearing wall.
Oh my gosh.
It's not.
So dramatic.
I was like,
so dramatic.
And scene. Oh, the camera lost. Okay, hold on. I'm going to switch to my FaceTime camera. I gotta.
Well, may I say that you're looking quite foxy today.
I know. You can see my mic now.
Yeah.
I haven't.
Oh, that's a nice mic.
I stole it from my dad. I don't know if you can see
Yeah, I'm using
my chair.
My AirPods.
I can't use my AirPods.
I cannot see your chair.
Oh. I can't use. Let me just. There's my purple chair. Don't look at the pile of junk on the floor. Don't look at the man behind the curtain. But it's a.
There's no curtain, Jen. No, I'm just kidding.
There are a few.
I got the reference.
Oh, where's my notebook? I put it down. Okay. No, I think I asked the two questions I put down, and then I was like, bullshit, question mark? Just dick around, question mark? You know what?
Did you take sign language in preschool?
No, but I remember that from the society. What a shame. What a shame that got
Oh my
canceled.
gosh. I know, why did you have to bring that up? I literally was just sitting here angry the other day about it. Because I saw it was watch again. And I'm like, no, what's the point?
I've already seen it 4 times, okay? I know how it's gonna end, all right? I watched this show called Teenage Bounty Hunters, and also very good. Also only 1 season.
Okay, so it's not worth it.
I mean, it was
me watching.
It was
really,
really, really good, but I was very upset. And I just finished Carmen Sandiego, and it's the cartoon. So, well, not the old cartoon, the new one on Netflix, and that got 4 seasons, and it's ended. So they wrapped it up very nicely. Can't complain. Well, I mean, it could, but don't have it in me. Not for that.
Glad to hear. Well, I will ask, because I do need a new show to watch. What is a good show recommendation for something that's lighthearted and happy?
I
don't want to watch something too serious, and I've already watched all the Gilmore Girl, Gossip Girl, New Girl,
yeah.
And I've already watched the Avatar, Korra,
Brooklyn Nine-Nine is always a good one. I like Bob's Burgers. That's my weird style of humor. It's not for everybody sometimes, but when it's funny, when it's for everybody, it's really fucking funny. I'm trying to think, I wouldn't, unless you're really looking for an adventure, you could do The Simpsons up until season 10 or something. I unfortunately have seen every single episode, and I will continue to watch the new episodes as they're made, because I gotta say, I've been able to see every Simpsons episode ever made, and the movie.
I mean, that's pretty cool to say. I've never really watched The Simpsons. I watched them here and there. I've never watched Bob's Burgers.
Yeah. Do you have Hulu, or are you still just Netflix?
I don't. I have Netflix and Disney Plus.
Okay. Well, The Simpsons
I have been stealing my one friend's Hulu every now and again, but only to watch a movie here or there to catch up on The Bachelor.
The Simpsons is on Disney Plus because they own it. I'm trying to think of what's on. Everything's on Disney Plus. Tangled the Adventure was pretty good. I haven't finished it all the way, but there's it's Tangled the movie, and then there's Tangled Ever After, which you have to watch before you watch the show, because it explains how we get from point A to point B. But that was pretty good. That's pretty lighthearted. DuckTales. The DuckTales reboot. That's what I'm going to go with. Because that is my favorite. That is probably one of my favorite cartoons made for children.
I like cartoons made for children.
They're good.
I love it. They are good. They're good for a reason. I am a child. I still live at home with my parents.
Mentally,
adult,
I haven't
not
aged,
me.
Mentally, I haven't even aged out of Girl Scouts yet.
Me.
mentally, I'm still in my little blue smock. I found it recently the other day.
Oh, I think I know where mine is too. I think it's in the closet.
Mine is underneath. When we were cleaning, I was looking for something, and I found that, and then my brownie sash. No, my vest and my sash. I had one of the two. One of them.
I think I had a sash. I don't think I had a brownie
I
vest.
think we had sashes, but we only had vests when we like crossed over or something. Honestly,
Oh, okay.
all of that feels like
Kind
a
of all a
fever dream.
blur.
Yeah, it feels like a fever dream.
Yeah, I don't really remember that much. I do have this weird memory of me at Girl Scout camp standing on a stage and singing the climb. I don't know why. That's the only thing I remember.
That wasn't the one that I thought you were gonna go with. I thought you were gonna go with the leader daughter camp out
Oh.
with the mouse that ate all the toilet paper.
Oh no. Oh yes, yes. I recall that one too.
I thought we did the hoedown throwdown on the stage at Girl Scout camp.
We did that too.
Okay.
We did that
So
too.
that
It was the
wasn't something my
same
brain
day.
that wasn't something my brain made up. It was just okay, so that really happened. That's good to know.
Yeah, no, I feel like I have such a bad memory unless people kind of help me jog it. But like, I can't even tell you things that happened in my first year of college. I feel like I block out so much, and that's also why I think I like to take videos and pictures so much because I love to look back and be all nostalgic and stuff. But I
Yeah.
have a horrible memory.
I I probably could not remember to take my meds if I didn't have my Google Home reminding me, being like, "Did you take your meds 4 times a day?" I've upgraded from my little pill carrier to my big pill carrier.
Ooh,
Because
it's colorful.
I know. I'm still working out how to get all the pills out effectively, but it's a work in progress. But yeah, sometimes I'll be laying in bed or I'll be doing something and suddenly like a memory will be pulled from the recesses of my brain from like right around like anywhere from like second to like 5th grade, and it'll pull itself out and I'll be like, what the fuck? I was like, did that happen? Or was like that like, because who are you going to ask that remembers that? That was so long ago. That makes me feel old, but
Yeah, no, absolutely. Because sometimes I feel like my memories are like not even real. Like I feel like I made them up in my head or something.
I distinctly, I have like I don't want to say like a dissociative like style of memory, but when I was talking to my therapist, I was like, there's 2 gens, right? There's pre-therapy Jen and post-therapy Jen. And, pre-therapy Jen, it's all very, very hazy. I can't remember a lot. But, like, post-therapy Jen, she's got a bad memory because trauma. And, I'm a bitch with ADHD. So, I got too many thoughts, so I can't remember shit. If I don't see it, it doesn't exist.
I feel that. I don't go to therapy. I should go. That would probably help me. Definitely would help me. But no, I think that's good that it's kind of helped clear your mind.
Yeah, therapy, I cannot recommend therapy enough. I have a sticker that says going to therapy is cool. My default microphone has been changed to my default microphone. I cannot hear what you're saying.
Than you would handle.
Oh, there we go.
However, like it's still going to affect us both, negatively, and we all face different traumas, no matter the size. So I think that everyone should go personally.
Yeah, my Zoom just freaked out for a second, and I could not hear you for like most of that. So, but I get the gist of.
Darn it! I thought I was being so like
but I get the
inspirational.
gist of it. But I get the gist of it. So it just went a zoink. And it was like, your default thing has now been changed to your AirPods, which are not on, and they're not anywhere near the computer. And I was like, what are you doing? I said, I have this whole fancy setup, but this is why we do these testers. So I can...
So your next interview is going to be like... amazing.
I'm interviewing a few of my friends just to be like, hey, can I check this, like, before I send emails to people I haven't contacted in months, to be like, hey, I'm not dead. Do you still want to work with me? Like,
yeah.
You're like, sorry.
So are you thinking about interviewing like a lot of like I don't want to say celebrities, but like people in music.
Yeah, so the original plan was I was just going to talk to people that were musicians, but I think now I just want to keep it with like people I think are really interesting and cool. So like I recently talked to this girl named Danny, and she went viral on TikTok because she's trying to complete her bucket list before she dies, and which is a very interesting thing to go viral for. So she and I had a conversation. It was really good.
Yeah.
The video quality was not amazing because my camera freaked out. But again, this is why we do this. And, she's really cool. She's in Hawaii right now. Her episode comes out this Saturday, so it's really exciting. I haven't told them just to be like, surprise,
awesome.
new episode. But I have a list, and then I have like my dream list of people, and at the top of that list right now is Frankie Jonas.
Oh my, yes.
There is something about the way
I love the Jonas family.
There is something about the way Frankie Jonas portrays his life online that just itches my ADHD the right way. Like I watch it and
oh my gosh.
It won't make sense to like Ryan, but I'll watch it and I'll be like, yes. I understand. I get it.
Oh my gosh.
Frankie jumped to the top.
Yeah, no, literally, huge fan. He went from being the like bottom Jonas to the top Jonas.
Everyone
like who's Nick?
It's so funny because everybody's like, the big joke now is everyone's like, oh my god. I was like, these guys are trying to get on his brother's clout, like Jonas Brothers. We hope you good luck on your path to success.
Yeah, I think it's funny.
It is really funny. But yeah, it's like I have, it's like Frankie Jonas. Like I really want to talk to Harry Styles someday because he seems like a really interesting person to talk to.
I think you and all the gays,
the ladies and gays.
Yeah, literally every female.
Yeah, but I think
male, everyone just wants to talk to Harry Styles.
Yeah, but I also want to talk to like 5 Seconds of Summer. That's been one of the ones that's been on the list for a while because I really am interested in the way that like how that shift from their first album to their second album happened, and then everything else that happened afterwards, that kind of like cataclysm. They seem like, I was like, tell me the secrets of the trade, But there's a whole bunch of, but yeah, the top right now is Frankie Jonas. I have no way to contact him other than being like, Frankie Jonas, please come on my podcast.
You don't comment on his TikToks 99 times a day?
No, unfortunately, they're like, you don't have arthritis, so we don't know why your joints hurt, but it'd be like that all the time. But I do have a rheumatology appointment in April, so what to do, baby?
Snaps for that.
Can't wait to tell my psychiatrist about this. Maybe I won't even tell him. I'll just whip it out at our next session and be like,
you're just gonna casually carry a mug.
Well, we do ours via Zoom, and I'll be like, this is my mug. And it says the Tears of My Enemies. I saw it in Hobby Lobby, and I could not walk out without it.
So, do you have enemies, Jenn? You have many enemies.
Many
enemies.
I'm sure I've acquired quite a few in my day. One of them being, and I will redact this in post. I'm sure. I'm 100% sure.
Oh no!
I'm still blocked on Twitter.
For why?
Because he I remember this interaction so vividly. So somebody had posted, it was like, remember when the blue button meme was like a big thing? And, girls, when they give you when you want to date them, basically, and then they curve you. And he was like, yeah, man, it happens all the time. And I was like, hey, maybe girls aren't entitled to date you just because they're friends, and then I got blocked. But that was the best goddamn moment of my entire career.
Yeah, I was literally going to say that. I was like, you dodged a bullet.
I said, arrivederci. That was my biggest, like... But yeah, I think other than that, I try not to have that many enemies. I prefer to keep people that know, like, key personal information to me close because, you know, then if word gets out that I'm not actually a stone cold bitch... If I'm not as crazy as I actually look, then, you know, people are going to expect me to do things.
That's funny. Well, I think it's funny too because I don't know. I feel like a lot of people tell me before they meet me that they're super intimidated by me and that they think I'm so like super uber confident and stuff, and I'm not. Not when you get to know me.
I've been called intimidating a lot, and I think that just comes from like I have resting bitch face most of the time. But then, you know, you come a little closer and you hear me speak and you're like, "Oh my god, this girl is like not."
She's not.
She's not. She's debating on whether or not Uncrustable is a sandwich. Like
it is a sandwich.
It's a.
What do you mean?
Yeah, a Pop-Tart can be a sandwich because it's an Uncrustable.
No. Oh no.
My no nuance November takes were just about food, and I said this is a food, and we're not going to talk about it. It also reminds me of the time.
I really like that TikTok. That was a good TikTok.
It also reminds me of the time that I was like, can vampires open automatic doors if they don't show up on camera? And then they have to be invited in. So what's the logistics there?
Oh, I don't know because I feel like different vampire movies are different. I feel like there's not one like this is vampires.
Yeah.
Because in Twilight they never talked about having to be invited in anywhere.
Right. But that's how they are in the Vampire Diaries.
Yeah. So what's the truth?
Yeah. So what is Oprah?
Somehow we're back to vampires.
Oprah. So what is it? It all comes back to vampires in the end. So what is the truth? It's the circle of life.
The circle of vampires.
Yes.
Or the circle of death.
I just watched all 3 Lion King movies, not including the live action.
Oh, nice. Wait, 3 Lion King movies?
Yes. Lion King 1.5, Lion King 2.
I don't even know if I've seen all those.
Lion King 1.5.
I've seen the first Lion King. I have not seen the live action Lion. For some reason, it just kind of annoyed me they made a live action because they're all animals and it's all animated. So how is that live action? Yeah. I do like who they picked to like play the characters, but I just thought it was interesting that they did that.
So fun fact about the Lion King. Apparently, it came out the same year that Ryan was born. And he goes, you know, when you call me old, you're calling the Lion King old. And I was like, yeah, but like, I like the Lion King, so it's fine. He goes, you're a bully. You're bullying me. And I was like, it's literally in my TikTok bio that I'm the CEO of effective bullying. And he goes, he's like, that's it, I'm calling your mom. And I was like, you don't have her phone number. I was like, checkmate. Checkmate, God. What are you going to do about it now? I'm convinced that had I have not had literally everything that's wrong with me, I would have been too powerful. And that's why I got nerfed the way that I did.
You know what? I kind of agree with that. I will second your notion.
I would have been too powerful, and that's why I got nerfed. I wanted to be... I don't know if I've ever told you this, but when I was younger, my entire goal in life was to be 6 feet tall. Like,
I feel like I knew that.
Yeah. Never wanted, you know, no career ambitions. I just wanted to be 6 foot tall.
Who dreams to work is my question.
Ugh, not me.
Not I.
Ugh.
And I think that's everything that's wrong with the U.S.
Yeah. But
is that people are so set on career ambitions.
Yeah, but employers, if you're watching this, I wish to work. I wish to please. I need a job. I need a job so bad. I'm like,
will work.
Please
open for work.
open for work, and please just tell me if you don't want me at your place of work, because the worst part I think about job hunting is getting ghosted.
Yes, I will second to that. I think it's so frustrating when a company just does not respond to you.
I've applied to 80 jobs and I've only heard back from 3.
Yeah, that's pretty much how it's been for me too. I've applied to about that many. I got 3 interviews.
Remind me to.
And I haven't really heard back from the rest.
Remind me to send you. I saw this this place I applied to just for like shits and giggles, but it was like a waffle cup place, and they needed a creative marketer. And I was like, I know for a fact these are not gluten-free. But for shits and giggles, I'll apply for it.
No, yeah. Literally for shits.
Literally for shits at this point. But that does bring me into my final question. So what is the best piece of advice you've ever gotten, and then what advice would you give out just in general? Because my best piece of advice that I like to give out is don't add from the population, don't subtract from the population, and your first call is to your lawyer and not your mom.
I like that. The best piece of advice I've gotten, Jen, these are so deep. These are like questions I need prepared for. You can't just throw me on the spot with these. I try to be so inspirational. Honestly, I'll start with the advice I'd give out. And I want to say this very much for people in their 20s, because I'm in my 20s. I would just say it's okay to not have your life figured out in your 20s, and now is the defining age. So if you're doing something that you're not happy with, don't stay there. Like, as scary as it is, just like find your true passions and follow those passions, take risks. And that's like so cliche, but that's exactly how I feel. And I feel like that's some of the best advice that I can give to someone around our age, because I think that we're all just scared. I know I'm scared. So just take a leap of faith and really listen to yourself and do what's best for you, regardless of what other people think is best for you, because everyone will try to define you and only you can define yourself.
Snaps for that. That's good.
But yeah, I can't think of the best piece of advice. I feel like I've gotten so many so much good advice like over the years. And I feel like I've compiled a list of it, but like thinking off the top of my head, that is very difficult. So I'm sorry I failed you there, Jen.
No, you gave me a really good answer. That's okay. So as they say in Hot Ones, the floor is yours. If you have anything you'd like to promote, this camera, or this camera, the floor is yours.
Please buy bleach dyed clothing from me, because I'm side hustling and it's really comfy and I can literally do like anything. This is an oversized shirt and I can do sweatpants and a tee, and it's a lot of fun and sustainable fashion. And yeah, that's about it. And love you. I love everyone. Love yourself. Love your friends. And cut off toxic people. That's it. Also, feel free to follow my blog or check out my website, but you don't have to. I won't be offended. That's about it. Also, Jen, thank you so much for having me. I love you so much. Your picture's on my wall. You can't really see it because
oh my gosh, it's my Christmas card.
I look at you. Yeah, I look at you every day when I wake up and before I go to bed, and I say a little note.
You're gonna make me blush on camera. You're gonna make me blush on camera.
Literally, I think about you every day and how appreciative I am for our friendship and just how you're such an amazing positive light in this world. So thank you for being you. Thank you for having me. And thank you to everyone that's watching this as well. I hope everyone has a successful, happy, healthy 2021.
Oh my God, that was like perfect. I'm gonna hit stop recording because that was so good.